Welcome. And the question today from Mr. Spooniversal is, it's more than likely that COVID-19 will still be around at Christmas time. How are we going to explain to kids that Santa is still allowed to go into millions of houses? Hi, this is Derek. I just put the Drama Llama, Fred, back in his llama pen, so that I can do this quick video for you with some of the stuff that Fred found on Reddit earlier today. If this is your first time watching our videos, help me out by watching to the end, and then giving me some feedback in the comment area below. And if you want more of these videos daily, don't forget to like and subscribe, with notifications turned on for this channel. Oh boy, let's get ready for some drama. Geek Working answered with, he invented contactless delivery. Or no presents will be delivered because he's practicing social distancing. And self-quarantine like every good little boy and girl should be doing. And the lesson learned could be one of the greatest gifts of all. As someone else stated above, he comes while everyone is sleeping. No chance of him spreading it to him. He's fine because he's been as far from the virus as possible. So he won't be spreading it around. When my best friend was little, she was absolutely terrified of Father Christmas. Couldn't fathom why her parents were letting a strange man into her room while she slept. So they've always had contactless delivery since the 90s. That is actually how we explain it to our daughter for Christmas last year. We don't have a chimney or fireplace and our two dogs tend to freak out whenever someone is making a delivery. So we figured that was the best explanation. When I imagine contactless delivery, I imagine him just throwing them through people's windows. I'm telling my kids that Santa is old, and toys are so high-tech he can't build them. So instead of building them, he has the go and look at kids' Amazon wish lists. And buys the gifts for the kids with all that money he makes with Coke. And those kids who don't have Amazon wish lists can go see Mall Santa and tell them. And they'll have an elf send the wish list to the North Pole. And the gifts do show up early so the parents have to hide and wrap them. Easy. Chimpbot answered with, the dude has flying reindeer and can bend time and space. To ensure he visits everyone over the course of a single night. COVID-19 ain't got poop on Santa. Dude's been social distancing forever. He got this. Swashbuckling Fox answered with, we will see ads with Santa wearing a face mask. Yeah, but will he be wearing it the right way? It seems like it would be difficult to wear it properly considering the massive amount of facial hair. I've had my beard for years and I had to shave it. Wearing a mask with no beard is a completely different and more comfortable experience than wearing it with a beard. Or at least that's what I tell myself as I cry myself to sleep every night. For not feeling the gentle caress of my beard hairs against my pillow. I miss my beard. T does not tie does answered with, I'm sorry, but Santa didn't survive the pandemic, little one. He was 49 years old and morbidly obese. It was just a matter of time. With all the cookies he eats, I'm guessing diabetic too. Spiky Doo answered with, parents. This is the moment you've been waiting for. You can remove Santa from the picture guilt-free. Santa unfortunately died of COVID along his route and fell into his watery grave in the Atlantic Ocean. Liap1013 answered with, some say you can still see Rudolph's red nose at night. Before it slowly fades away as Rudolph dies from depression. Santa was the only living thing that ever loved him. All the other reindeer hate him again. Because his glowing effing wart of a nose serves no purpose again. The bullying yells of the others get to Rudolph. So he flies away to where Santa was last seen, and drowns himself to die where Santa lies. Moment I've been waiting for. My daughter gets so excited about Santa, it's the cutest thing in the world. Seeing her so excited on Christmas Eve. And 10x as excited when she wakes up Christmas morning is one of the best moments of the year. Yeah, it's a lie, but it's fun for kids. I remember when my parents told me it wasn't real, and I was bummed, but never angry. Especially in a time like this sort of escape and excitement is something that kids need. I was never told Santa wasn't real. I just kinda came to the conclusion. I never thought I was lied to or anything, and heck, I still get presents from Santa. and take Santa pictures with my parents. It is just tradition. A friend's older sister told me, and I didn't tell my parents I knew for like 3 years. They had a lot of fun each year, setting up dusty footprints from our window. Don't have a chimney, pretending to call Santa, dressing up as Santa and stuff. When I finally sat them down and told them at age 11, my mom cried from laughing so hard. Dream Signals 86 answered with, "This is as good a time as any to tell you we've been lying to you about this whole Santa thing. The world is a dumpster fire. And there's no way in hell any respectable adult would let a strange man into their house to shower their children with presents. It's our fault for telling kids there was a magical gift man in the first place. Wouldn't have to take away their false happiness and make them sad if we hadn't made up a thing to be happy about. And in a few more years they just have to go through the same experience with God." Power Biatch answered with, "Well, y'all could try no longer lying to your kids." I consider the voyage to discovering Santa isn't real as a dry run for discovering God isn't real. All the same logic applies. You're joking. Santa and Christmas was the best. I think a lot of people miss the fact that the benefits of Santa aren't just for kids. Santa teaches empathy. It teaches adults how to put someone else before themselves. It teaches that a certain kind of happiness can be achieved by seeking to improve the lives of others. It teaches one how to give generously, without needing to be credited for it. I could go on as to what Santa has taught me as an adult over the years. In all honesty, I think a lot of our current culture's lack of empathy, lack of concern for the well-being of others, lack of willingness to give just to give instead of needing to blast your good deeds on social media. All of that poop comes from adults who haven't yet figured out what the whole point of believing in Santa was. Or that the best part of the whole thing is being Santa for others. I don't get the huge anti-Santa push from people these days. It just seems lazy and selfish to me. And like they're the very people who need to be participating in it the most. Do you know what not believing in Santa taught me? As a kid, that I got gifts because my parents loved me, not because I was good. As a parent, that I can use Christmas as a time to get even closer to my kids and bond with them on a deeper level. And not to use threats of taking away gifts as a behavior modification tool. I'm glad you got something positive out of it. But I think you should also consider that maybe all that you said is a retrospective rationalization rather than a true learning experience. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Toffee Manstan answered with, "If the kid believes in Santa, then they're already gullible enough to believe any excuse you throw at them. I mean, parents are literally almost their entire source of information. And unquestioningly trust them. They'll believe anything you tell them if you start lying about it, at an early enough age." I Crave Liquid answered with, "He drops the presents into the fireplace, or by windows so if no fireplace. Open window after putting presents next to tree, so he won't come in contact with everyone. And he's sorry for that. But he insists on the fact that it's important everyone does like him if they don't want virus. Also he's wearing a mask this year and has special snow gloves. And his elves are giving him that very rare medicine. Chloroquine if you want to tell them. So it's less probable that he brings the virus with the presents. And he uses a 2-wrapper system to deliver them, reducing COVID on the presents. And he drops some hand sanitizer down the fireplace for everyone." Art Booty answered with, "A masked man coming into your house in the middle of the night to leave you a present from the end of your bed is something I feel like I've seen a video of online somewhere. I'm honestly tempted to just say we use this to end his reign, then lead into the decommercialization of the holiday, and turn it back into a time of true merriment, and go back to celebrating it in a way more similar to the olden days, with merry parties for young and old alike. Feasting around the table, and just a time to put your work down. Gather with the people you love. And simply enjoy yourself in whatever way you please. But since we can't have nice things, he has a magic mask that completely protects his entire body from every last particle of the virus that the elves made him." Deleted answered with, "Honestly, why do we even need to make them believe Santa exists? The only reason they believe is because we make them believe in the first place. Can't hurt the kids if they didn't even believe it anyway. Yeah, Santa is such a weird fairy tale tradition in my opinion. Seems like it would be better to instill the value of giving to friends and family at a young age, rather than spin a tale about a magical fat man that rewards you for good behavior. Like, I understand the desire to make kids carefree and happy, but you can do that without magic. Most annoying thing is parents talk about how he watches you all year, but forget about him until November. What's the incentive for them if they only have to be good for 20 days? The duck farm answered with, the youngest kids believe in Santa and probably won't ask too many questions. If they do ask a lot of questions, it makes them an older kid in that respect. But still, he's magical. So for the older kids, we're Catholic, so we teach our kids about a bishop named Saint Nicholas, who used to drop money down chimneys. Then we teach them that Santa Claus is an anglicized word from the German. And we use that fun make-believe person to remember a bishop's actions, and to aid in celebrating Christmas. Not a Federales answered with, the Tooth Fairy handles everything medical for the holiday heroes. She is far ahead of modern human science. She developed a vaccine almost immediately. That's why so few kids die of the virus. She slips them a dose of her vaccine when she picks up their teeth. Rochesterney 2020 answered with, save some money and tell the kids he's quarantined until after Christmas, and hit up the sales. And finally, Anaxa 27 answered with, same reason you can explain other countries getting to travel while the US can't. Santa obeyed quarantine and now there's no COVID at the North Pole. So it's safe for him to come in and lay presents, because he'll be staying 6 feet or more away from everyone. Well, there you have it. A perfectly great question answered by a bunch of fine and honorable citizens. Help support this channel by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. And hit that silly little bell as well to ensure you get the latest videos as they come out. Fred is always finding stuff for me to post regularly. So this is Derek signing off. Thanks for watching. Good grief, it sounds like Fred is out of his pen again. I think he found more drama for me to share with you. See you soon.